If you're anything like me, you don't play Rocket League just to mess around and have some fun. You play to get better and to rank up, and to feel like the hours you put in actually matter. And after 4,000 hours of playing this game, I've realized something. I wasted a huge amount of time doing the complete wrong things and focusing on the wrong stuff, thinking that they were helping me improve while they were actually just holding me back. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing the lessons that I wish I knew way earlier in my Rocket League career so you don't make the same mistakes. Let's get into it. The first point I want to talk about is more hours don't equal more improvement. For a long time, I thought that playing more just automatically meant that you'd get better. And it does when you're in bronze, silver, gold, maybe even plat. But once you get to diamond and above, more hours doesn't always mean more improvement. Because you can play 6 hours a day and still be hard stuck. Improvement doesn't come from how many games you play, it comes from intention. So the moment that I stopped mindlessly queuing every day and started actually asking, what am I working on today? What am I doing wrong in my games? Questions like these sped up my progress instantly. Because fewer games, more focus, gives you better results. Secondly, mechanics only matter if you can actually use them. What does that mean? There's so many people who just grind tons of free play, and I used to as well. Do free play or training packs, and just basically train mechanics. But then I would never actually use those mechanics in actual ranked games. And that's just pointless, because a mechanic that you don't trust yourself to use under pressure might as well not exist. Because the real improvement happens when you force yourself to actually use new mechanics in real games, even if it'll cost you wins at first, because your rank will come back and your skill won't disappear. Third, playing fast is about decisions, not speed. When I was low ranked and I wanted to play faster, I thought that meant I had to use more boosts, flip around the map more, fly more. But it turns out that the biggest speed increase actually just comes from deciding faster, not moving faster. Because high level players don't rush things. Instead, they just hesitate less. They already know what they're going to be doing before they even touch the ball. So once I stopped overthinking every play, the game felt slower, but I played faster. Now the fourth thing is an interesting one, and it's that confidence is a skill in itself. And nobody tells you this, but confidence in Rocket League and really in anything in life is something you build, not just something you randomly have. Because what confidence is by definition is just the certainty that something you think will happen will happen. What that means is if you go for the ball and you go to take a power shot, a confident power shot is a shot that you will take knowing, being sure in yourself that it will go in. Because if you hesitate, fake yourself out, second guess constantly, you'll play so much worse, no matter how good your actual mechanics are. And confidence comes from three simple things. Firstly, repetition. To get insanely confident at things in Rocket League, you need to do those things a lot of times. You're never going to be confident at flip resets if you've only hit like 3 of them in free play. But if you've done so many flip resets in free play that you've done hundreds, thousands even, you're going to be very confident at that mechanic. Secondly, is to actually just trust your reads. Just make sure that you don't overthink. Just trust your normal instinct and make that play. And third is to commit on those plays. Because the thing is, you're going to be wrong sometimes. You're going to have a read that's going to be wrong, and you're going to go and make that play, committing fully, with confidence, and sometimes it's not going to work. But it's going to be something that you can learn from. Whereas if you just play scared and you don't make the decision, then you learn nothing. And playing scared is one of the fastest ways to just stay stuck in Rocket League. Now the fifth tip is that losses teach you more than wins. For the longest time, I hated losing, and I still do. Um, but I look at it differently now. Because back in the day, I would tilt, blame my teammates, or just queue again hoping for better luck. But the moment that I started asking myself, why did I lose that game? How did we concede? Instead of just saying, oh, my teammate trolled, oh, my teammate threw the game. That's when everything changed. Because every loss shows you exactly what needs work. It's just that you have to be willing to put in the work into actually self-analyzing and realizing that it's your fault. And closely tied with tip number 5 is the last one, which is tip number 6. It's just 2 words that will help you rank up in Rocket League. And those 2 words are my fault. Everything in Rocket League comes down to mistakes. The team who makes less mistakes will more likely win the game. And every time there is a mistake, what you need to do is just say those 2 words. My fault. And it doesn't matter if it's actually your fault. Because a lot of people are going to say, but Rico, my teammates suck. He just own gold. How can I say it's my fault when my teammate own gold? Well, why was the ball in a position to be own gold? What did you do in the previous play that could have maybe scored a goal instead? There's always something in every single play that you could have done better. Now, does that mean that it would have saved the play? Maybe not, but it doesn't matter. Because every ounce of energy that you spend blaming your teammate is a second that you're not spending on analyzing yourself. So just say my fault, take it to heart, and truly focus on everything that you're doing in a game. And just ignore what your teammate is doing completely. And those are the 6 things that I wish I knew before I had 4,000 hours in Rocket League. So if you're stuck right now, it's probably not because you're just bad at the game, but it's because you're focusing on the wrong things. Fix those wrong things, and improvement becomes inevitable. Good luck in your games, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.